Imagine being the most powerful man in Europe, defeating almost every enemy in your path, only to lose everything in a single day. On June 18th, 1815, one battle changed history forever. This is the story of how Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's greatest military geniuses, met his final defeat at the Battle of Waterloo. And the shocking part? A few hours, heavy rain, and one critical mistake changed the fate of an entire continent. Just months earlier, Napoleon had escaped exile from an island called Elba and returned to France. Thousands of soldiers who were sent to arrest him instead joined his side. Within weeks, he was emperor again. Europe was terrified. Britain, Prussia, Austria, and Russia quickly formed an alliance to stop him once and for all. Napoleon knew he had to strike first before their massive armies united. His target was Belgium. There, two armies stood in his way. The British-led forces commanded by the Duke of Wellington and the Prussian army led by General Blücher. Napoleon's plan was simple: defeat them separately before they could join forces. At first, things were going according to plan. But then, disaster struck. Heavy rain turned the battlefield into thick mud. Napoleon delayed his attack for several precious hours, hoping the ground would dry. Those lost hours would become fatal. On the morning of June 18th, the French army launched a massive assault against Wellington's forces near a village called Waterloo. Cannons thundered. Thousands of soldiers charged across the muddy fields. Again and again, the French attacked. Again and again, the British lines held. Napoleon believed victory was close. Then, on the horizon, something terrifying appeared. The Prussian army had arrived. Instead of fighting one enemy, Napoleon was now trapped between two. The battle quickly turned into chaos. In a desperate final move, Napoleon sent his elite Imperial Guard into battle. These were his best soldiers. They had almost never been defeated. But this time was different. The Imperial Guard was pushed back. And when they retreated, panic spread through the entire French army. Within minutes, the unstoppable force that had conquered Europe collapsed. Napoleon had lost forever. The Battle of Waterloo ended more than 20 years of war in Europe. Napoleon was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena, where he would spend the rest of his life. He would never return to power again. Today, the phrase "meeting your Waterloo" means facing a final and devastating defeat. Because on one rainy day in 1815, the man who once ruled Europe lost everything, and history changed forever. Sometimes even the greatest empires fall in a single day